Okay, the first thing we have here is just a nice cutting board. This one's about 2 feet by 1 feet. It's a nice, decent size. Now, when you guys go down to the, you probably don't know if you ever paid attention. If you're a single guy, probably used to pulling up to a fast food place. I'm going to set the bag over here for a second, and I'm going to be using that. But you go down to the meat section, and it is actually divided into pork, beef, seafood, and chicken. So if you can't find these chicken breasts and all you see is beef, you're in the wrong section. What I get is these chicken breasts, and as you can see, it's got the bone still in it. Now you're probably thinking, well, why bother? Why not just get them already filleted and boneless, ready to go? Well, you'll see here in a little bit. Number one, these are cheaper. They're cheaper because it still has the bone in it. Number two, what we're going to do is we're going to use the bones to make a broth. So you get actual use out of the bones. Now, what you want to do is basically, you don't even need a knife. This is kind of the beauty of it. Just start with your finger, and with your fingernail, press up against the rib cage, and just kind of force your fingernail down there. And as you can see, it doesn't take much effort. It just slides right off the bone. Okay, and you can feel it with your finger, you know, the difference between the meat and the bone. And literally, I mean, that quickly already we've done one side. And you just repeat it for the other side. Again, I'm starting it by using my thumb fingernail and working it down there into the chicken. And that automatically separates, you know, it. Now the part that it's going to want to cling to is along the center, you know, the center part. So what you do is basically, once you get it to this point, you just kind of pull on it. See, I didn't even have to pull on it that hard. And what'll happen is it's going to split right there. See it? And I mean, it really doesn't take a whole lot of effort. You kind of at this point got to hang on to the cartilage and basically pull it like that. So now you got like this little, I don't know, chicken bone rib cage, and I'm putting that in the bag that it came with for a second. Now what you have here is the cartilage. Some people like the cartilage. I do. If you really don't want it, you can just pull on it, or you can cut it and separate it. I'm using my thumb here. There we go. See, and so if you really don't want the cartilage, you can just pull it out. Now the only bone left now is the wishbone. I just take my index fingernail and kind of scratch the bone like that, and then you can kind of work your way down to the bottom of the wishbone, pull it, and then bingo, now you got the wishbone out. So that quickly, without a knife, without any real skills, I mean, you could be like Stevie Wonder and pull this off. You don't even have to be looking at what you're doing. And now what you got is a nice big, you know, piece of, you know, boneless chicken. If you're in the Philippines, I mean, I know me, it's like one of my pet peeves is encountering, you know, broken up pieces of bone in chicken that I buy. You know, they just kind of like take a butcher knife and just kind of whack at it. And you end up with these, like, you know, shards of bone. It really drives me kind of nuts. So if you're just kind of sick and tired of that and you want to cook some chicken at home, you know, here you go. So now I'm going to show it to you one more time. With this one, I'll do it a little bit faster. You know, just kind of just work your thumb in there, just like that. Do the same thing on the other side, just like that. And then you separate it just like that. And pretty much, you know, as you can see, I mean, most of the bone, or most of the meat is gone. You don't have to worry about getting every little piece of meat out of this, because again, we're going to use those bones in a second. We'll go ahead and deal with the wishbone over here. I kind of just scratch it down to the bottom. Once you get to the base of it, you can kind of twist it, and then bingo. You got the, and again, I'm putting the bones here. You'll see we'll deal with those in a second. So now, at this point, what I'll do is I'm going to put these in the sink and wash them. I don't know, it's just me. I like to wash the meat before, before I start. All right, that's about it for now, and hope it helps. See you later. Bye-bye.